Have you ever sat down at your dining table with a beautifully grilled piece of fish before you seasoned delicately with lemon and herbs and thought to yourself, this must be healthy, right? It's fish, after all. And for decades, we've been told that fish is one of the best choices we can make, especially as we grow older. Lean protein, heart-healthy omega-3s, brain-boosting nutrients. It all sounds almost perfect. And to be honest, in many cases, it is true. Fish can be a powerful ally for longevity and vitality, offering support for your heart, your brain, your joints, and your immune system. But what if I told you that some of the fish most commonly found on our plates, the ones we trust to nourish us, could quietly be doing the opposite? What if, while you believe you're protecting your memory, your heart, and your overall health, you are actually increasing your risk of inflammation, toxin buildup, and even cognitive decline? You wouldn't know it at first. The effects are subtle, silent, until one day the signs become too obvious to ignore. You are not alone. Most older adults have no idea that certain types of fish, common trusted, even recommended, can pose serious risks, particularly for aging bodies that process toxins much more slowly than they used to. And that's why, today, I want to walk with you through this important information step by step. Together, we'll explore 6 types of fish that seniors should avoid and safer, smarter alternatives you can choose instead, because knowledge is power, and small, thoughtful changes can protect your health for years to come. Before we dive in, I have a small favor to ask. If you're here because you care about your health or the health of someone you love, please take a moment to subscribe to Senior Fit. Here we share honest, compassionate guidance every single week, helping older adults stay strong, independent, and informed about the small things that make a big difference. You're not alone on this journey, and with the right knowledge, your best years are still ahead of you. Now, let's begin. Imagine it's a Sunday afternoon. The sun is shining. Your grandfather stands proudly at the grill, a master at his craft, carefully flipping thick fillets of king mackerel seasoned with love. He smiles and tells you how fish is heart healthy, brain boosting, the perfect choice. And for years you believe him because why wouldn't you? Fish is supposed to be healthy. Yet, over time, you notice changes. He forgets simple things more often. He tires easily after just a short walk. His hands tremble slightly as he lifts his coffee cup. At first, it seems like normal aging. After all, isn't forgetfulness just a part of growing older? But what if it's not? What if the very fish he believed was protecting his heart was quietly stealing his strength? King mackerel is one of the fish species highest in mercury, a heavy metal that when it builds up in the body can wreak havoc on the nervous system, memory, and cardiovascular health. When we're younger, our bodies are more efficient at detoxifying mercury. But as we age, that efficiency declines. Mercury stays longer. It accumulates. It quietly damages nerves, weakens muscles, clouds memory. Over time, what seems like innocent forgetfulness or shakiness can actually be symptoms of heavy metal toxicity, and few people realize that king mackerel is one of the worst offenders. But there's hope. You don't have to give up fish altogether. You just need to choose wisely. Instead of king mackerel, opt for Atlantic mackerel, which is lower in mercury and higher in healthy fats. Or better yet, enjoy wild-caught salmon, an incredible source of clean omega-3s that truly supports your heart, brain, and joints. Small swaps can bring big rewards because food at this stage of life is no longer just about taste. It's about safeguarding your future one meal at a time. Now picture another moment. You're dining out for a special occasion, a birthday, an anniversary, or simply treating yourself to a nice evening. You scan the menu and see a grilled whitefish featured as the catch of the day. Light, delicate, healthy. You order it without a second thought. But here's the hidden risk. That whitefish may very well be tilefish. And tilefish, especially from the Gulf of Mexico, carries mercury levels even higher than king mackerel. It's one of the worst fish older adults can consume. Mercury in tilefish accumulates stealthily, just like in king mackerel, targeting your brain, your nervous system, and your memory. Prolonged exposure can lead to symptoms like numbness, confusion, memory lapses, depression, and even signs resembling early dementia. The real danger: tilefish is often masked behind vague menu descriptions like whitefish special or grilled catch of the day. And cost is not a guarantee of safety. Expensive doesn't always mean healthier. Sometimes it just means fancier marketing. When dining out, don't hesitate to ask, what kind of whitefish is this? If it's tilefish, politely decline. Choose a safer, low-mercury option instead, like cod or haddock. These fish are gentle on digestion, easy to cook, and much kinder to your brain and heart. Your body, especially your mind, will thank you for asking the right questions. Let's move on to another fish that often appears as a luxury, a treat for special occasions: swordfish. Close your eyes and imagine it. You're on a cruise ship. A family member orders a special dinner. They smile as the waiter places a beautiful swordfish steak in front of them, grilled to perfection. It feels indulgent, special, almost luxurious. But hidden beneath that thick, savory fillet lies a serious risk. Swordfish is one of the most mercury-laden fish in the sea. Why? Because swordfish are predators. They live long lives swimming at the top of the food chain, consuming smaller fish and accumulating every trace of mercury along the way. By the time swordfish reaches your plate, it is saturated with toxins, and unlike bacteria, mercury cannot be cooked out. It cannot be grilled away. It doesn't disappear with seasoning. It stays in the flesh, and when we eat it, it stays in us. Especially in older adults, where metabolism slows and detoxification weakens, mercury can lodge itself in the brain, kidneys, and heart, causing nerve damage, memory loss, tremors, and cardiovascular strain. But again, there's a better way. If you love a rich, hearty fish, try trout, particularly rainbow trout or pollock. They offer satisfying flavor without the toxic burden. They support your heart, your brain, your strength, instead of silently undermining them. Because at this point in life, every choice matters. Every meal is an opportunity to build resilience or invite risk. And when you know better, you can choose better. Now, let's move forward to the fourth fish on our list. A fish that's elegant, admired, and often found at sushi bars, upscale seafood platters, and high-end buffets. It's presented beautifully, a symbol of freshness and vitality. And yet for older adults, it might pose as much danger as the others we've discussed, if not even more. I'm talking about big-eye tuna, often known as ahi tuna. You may have seen it served in thin, rich slices, deep red in color, glistening on a plate. Sushi. Nights have become popular for all generations, not just the young. You've probably experienced it yourself. Or maybe you've seen older friends and family savoring a vibrant sushi platter, feeling young and connected. It's social. It's exciting. It feels healthy. But underneath that appearance, ahi tuna hides a risk that's especially serious for aging bodies. Big-eye tuna, like swordfish, live long lives and swim at the top of the food chain. They accumulate mercury to dangerous levels, levels that can overwhelm older immune systems and nervous systems much more easily than in younger years. And unlike cooked fish, ahi tuna is often eaten raw. That introduces a second layer of risk, bacteria, and parasites. In younger bodies, occasional exposure to bacteria might not cause much trouble. But as we age, the immune system naturally becomes less robust. A low-grade bacterial infection from raw fish, something like Salmonella, Listeria, or parasitic worms can linger longer, cause serious illness, or even lead to hospitalization. When you combine mercury accumulation with bacterial threats, ahi tuna becomes a double risk. And sadly, many people think all tuna is the same. They see the word tuna and trust it. But there's a world of difference between big-eye tuna and lighter options, like skipjack tuna. So here's a simple, powerful switch. If you enjoy tuna, choose canned light. Tuna usually made from skipjack. It's significantly lower in mercury. And instead of eating tuna raw, prefer it cooked whenever possible. For seniors, limit tuna consumption to about 2 servings a week and opt for cooked dishes to reduce bacterial risk. It's a small adjustment, but it can make a profound difference in protecting your brain, your heart, and your vitality. Now, let's talk about the fifth fish. A fish that almost everyone recognizes. It's brightly colored, easy to find at grocery stores, often featured in sales flyers with big discounts. You see it proudly displayed bright pink, and you think, yes, salmon, that's good for me. See, Mom. But here's the truth. Not all salmon is created equal. When salmon is wild-caught, especially from the pristine waters of Alaska, it's one of the healthiest foods you can eat. But when salmon is farmed, especially in large commercial operations in Chile, Southeast Asia, or other countries with looser regulations, it becomes a very different story. Farmed salmon live crammed together in tight underwater pens. They are fed pellets made from low-quality ingredients. These conditions breed disease and parasites. To combat outbreaks, fish farmers often use large amounts of antibiotics and, in some cases, chemicals to artificially color the salmon flesh. Pink because without it, farmed salmon would look gray and unappetizing. Worse yet, the feed they are given can be contaminated with polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs, and dioxins, toxic industrial chemicals known to increase the risk of cancer, hormone disruption, and immune system damage. And who is most vulnerable to these toxins? Older adults, bodies that are naturally more sensitive, with slower metabolisms, and sometimes weakened immune responses. For seniors, eating farmed salmon regularly can fuel inflammation, worsen arthritis symptoms, add burden to the cardiovascular system, and even increase cancer risk over time. The solution: prioritize wild-caught Alaskan salmon whenever possible. It's richer in natural omega-3s. It's free from artificial dyes and harmful chemicals. And although it might cost a little more, think of it not just as buying food, but as investing in your future health. One wise meal at a time. Finally, we come to the sixth and last fish on our list. And this one may touch your heart a little more deeply. Because for many of us, this fish isn't just food. It's family tradition. It's comfort. It's the smell of home on a Sunday afternoon. I'm talking about catfish, specifically imported catfish, often coming from parts of Asia where farming standards are drastically different from those in the United States. Imagine your grandfather standing by the stove, expertly frying up a batch of golden, crispy catfish, just like he's done for years. The house fills with a familiar, joyful aroma. Family members gather, smiling, sharing plates piled high with crispy fillets. It feels warm, safe, timeless, but hidden beneath that comfort, a silent risk has crept in. Imported catfish, particularly from countries with lax regulations, are often raised in crowded, unsanitary conditions. To prevent disease outbreaks, fish farmers use antibiotics, some of which are banned in the United States because of their links to antibiotic resistance and severe long-term health issues. When an older adult consumes this kind of fish, they may be exposing themselves to bacteria their body can no longer fight off easily. A mild case of food poisoning for a younger person could turn into a serious infection for a senior, leading to hospitalization, or worse. And still, many people continue buying imported catfish because it's cheaper, it's everywhere. But the real cost is hidden in the risk it poses to aging bodies already working hard to stay strong. So here's a safer path. If you or someone you love enjoys catfish, seek out U.S. farmed varieties. American standards for fish farming are much higher, ensuring cleaner water, safer feed, and limited antibiotic use. And whatever catfish you choose, make sure it's thoroughly cooked, especially for older adults with sensitive digestion, because comfort food should nourish the body, not endanger it. Now, we've covered the 6 types of fish. Seniors should be cautious about king mackerel, tilefish, swordfish, big eye, tuna farm salmon, and imported catfish. Each one carries hidden risks: mercury toxins, infections that can silently chip away at health over time. But knowledge is power. Knowing what to avoid gives you the ability to make better choices. It empowers you to protect not just your body, but your independence, your clarity, your joy. And the best part, you don't have to give up seafood altogether. You just need to shift towards safer, smarter options. Atlantic mackerel, wild-caught salmon, cod, haddock, rainbow trout, canned light tuna, U.S. farmed catfish. Small shifts made with care build a future of strength and vitality, one meal at a time. If today's message has helped you, I invite you to stay with us. Please consider subscribing to Senior Fit, where we believe aging is not about decline, it's about living smarter, stronger, and with more joy than ever before. Every week, we share practical, science-backed advice to help you protect your health, nurture your body, and live your best life at every age. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for choosing knowledge over fear. And thank you for choosing hope, because every smart choice you make today is a gift to the person you will be tomorrow. Let's take a quiet moment now to reflect on everything we've discovered together. Today, you learned that some of the most familiar fish, the ones we've trusted for years, carry hidden risks. King mackerel, with its silent load of mercury, tilefish disguised on menus, quietly eroding memory and vitality. Swordfish luxurious on the plate, but heavy with toxins. Ahi tuna, alluring in sushi bars, but burdened with dangers both seen and unseen. Farmed salmon pink and inviting, but carrying chemical threats beneath the surface. And imported catfish, nostalgic and comforting, yet often raised in conditions that jeopardize health. Each of these choices, while once made in love, in tradition, in trust, can now be made differently, with wisdom, with care, with the kind of deep love that says, I want you here with me longer. You see, aging gracefully isn't about giving things up. It's about evolving. It's about refining the small decisions. What goes on your plate, what you share with your family, what you nourish your body with every single day. Because health doesn't just happen in hospitals. It begins at home. It begins at the grocery store, at the dinner table, at the small, quiet moments when you reach for one ingredient instead of another. And you, my friend, now have that power in your hands. Remember, you don't need to give up seafood. You simply need to choose the ones that love you back. Atlantic mackerel instead of king mackerel. Cod or haddock instead of tilefish. Rainbow trout instead of swordfish. Canned light tuna instead of big-eye tuna. Wild-caught salmon instead of farmed varieties. And clean, U.S. farmed catfish when you crave that golden, crispy comfort. Small changes, big difference. And if you ever feel overwhelmed, remember, you don't have to walk this journey alone. At Senior Fit, we are here for you. Every step of the way, every week. We share new insights, new tools, new encouragement designed to help you not just survive, but truly thrive. So if today's message resonated with you, please take a moment to subscribe to Senior Fit. Join a growing family of older adults who believe in living smarter, moving, stronger, and loving life more deeply with every passing year. And if you found something valuable here, consider sharing this video with someone you love. Because sometimes the greatest gift we can offer isn't wrapped in paper or tied with a bow. It's knowledge, it's care, it's showing up for each other, quietly, steadfastly, day by day. Thank you for choosing to be here. Thank you for choosing to learn to grow and to take charge of your own well-being. You are not fragile. You are not fading. You are evolving. And you deserve to feel strong, steady, and alive every single day. Until next time, take care of yourself because you are worth every ounce of effort and love. We'll see you soon, right here on Senior Fit.